Welcome to this edition of Whack Wednesdays, brought to you by.
Jumping with the Spirits.
We got JD, who's going to read our story for the day or for the week, and me, Parachum.
Because it's a Whack Wednesday.
It's a whack.
There's only one Wednesday a week.
Yep. Well, you never have alternate dimension. There could be six.
We're doing Borley's Rectory. At midnight on February 27th, 1939, the most haunted house in England burned itself down in a furnace of anguish after a century of ghost experiences. Captain W.H. Gregory, the owner, watched a pile of books throw itself over, breaking an oil lamp, which quickly poured its blaze through the Borley Rectory. Screams from the fiery, vacant house filled the night. Excavations later revealed a woman's skull and religious pendant under the foundation. The bleak, twin-gabled Victorian mansion in Essex County was built on the site of an old Benedictine monastery erected in 1362. Holy cow. Legends tell of a monk and a nun who wanted to elope but were caught before they could. She was hung. She was bricked up. He was hung. She was bricked up alive. The Reverend Henry Bull added a wing to the existing structure in 1863. His family was plagued with ghostly activities for the next 60 years. Phantom coaches, whispering voices, stomping footsteps on a stair, bells ringing, writing on the walls, object disappearing, reappearing, stone falls. Yeah. Headless specters, keys throwing themselves from locks, unexplainable cold spots, and other ghostly phenomena. They had everything going on. One daughter's sleep was broken by a handless slap to her face. Most commonly reported was the nun gliding along a dark path named the Nun's Walk. Organ music and eerie chants echoed from the nearby Borley Church. In 1929, famous supernatural researcher Harry Price was asked by a national newspaper to investigate. Price picked 40 people of leisure and intelligence to spend the night at the rectory. They watched objects move, saw soap sail through the air, felt the temperatures plummet. One guest was locked into the dining room by a ghost. The key was on the inside with him. He was alone with a ghost.
So, until the Enfield haunting, which was the Conjuring 2 movie, this was Britain's most notorious
haunted location,
haunted case file. This place is actually an inspiration for most horror movies that happen today. You know, the woman being bricked up in the wall alive.
All the poltergeist activity
into the ground. When you look at modern horror movies, especially haunting movies, they have all of them usually have one aspect of things that were happening at this location.
Do they still have activity on that site now?
I have not looked, but I believe they do.
That's because that's always been one of those questions I've always had is like, okay, the building burned down, but if you build on it, do the ghosts come back?
Yes.
Or are they always there? Because they had almost every single, from full body apparitions to
it's just short of possession.
Yeah,
everything. And then the fact that they find the remnants of an old Benedictine monastery,
and a female skull,
almost 1,000 years before these incidents. That's not 600 years.
Yeah,
still,
that's a lot.
We in here in America don't have anything 600 years old besides the land.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty crazy story.
Quote, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Edgar Allan Poe. Secret power. Today's power is activity from ghosts is today's power. And then to optimize, pay attention when you get goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No. No.
Yeah. But have you heard of this? The Borley Rectory. I'm definitely gonna have to look it up to see if they built anything on there, because that's the problem with England. They don't have enough land.
Yeah,
like they're kind of
tearing stuff down. rebuilding.
But with all that type of activity, that's whack.
Yeah, this place was notorious.
Up till 1939, like they literally had 40 some odd people
Yeah,
go in, investigate, and they all saw all this happening, eyewitness.
yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah. And too bad it's not real. You know, it's all this paranormal's just made up and AI. You know, that was back in 1929. Wow, Harry Price. I have to look up Harry Price. See how
Yeah.
what all he was famous for.
Wonder if he was related to Vincent Price.
Possibility.
So until next time.
Be safe. Keep wagging.